Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Our global travel now takes us to Iceland, the Nordic slice of paradise between the United Kingdom and Greenland. From its jaw-dropping landscape and wildlife to the man who broke a 1,000-year-old record. For this North Atlantic country, we're going to read the entire installment in Icelandic. Aw, seriously, guys? Haha, really funny. As if I wasn't going to have enough problems reading some of these names. Incredible. But I've got this one covered. Here to assist me with these pronunciations is one of our loyal Top 10 Archive subscribers and my friend from Iceland, Gunnar. Hey buddy, thanks for being here and helping me out with these pronunciations.
Yeah, I will try my best to do that.
Number 10, famous Icelanders. Every country has their share of famous people. You'd think that Iceland would be an exception, but you'd be wrong. Musical talents include
Björk, Jónsi Birgisson, Nanga Bryndís Hilmarsdóttir, Jóhann Jóhannsson, Emiliana Torini,
and
Friðrik Ómar,
while the film and television industry have welcomed the likes of
Hafþór Björnsson, Anita Briem,
director
Baltasar Kormákur,
and
Gunnar Hansen.
Iceland's other Gunnar Nelson, is well known in the MMA circuit, while
Alfred Finnbogason
and
Aron Gunnarsson
have graced the roster of Iceland's national soccer team. Artists and sculptors
Einar Jónsson
and Istvan Ferenci, poet
Sjón
and novelist
Halldór Laxness
have spread their best timeless works across the globe, while YouTubers
Birgir Páll
Info Menarek and Dita Productions ensure a lasting legacy through a more modern medium. Number 9, Icelandic innovations. Ever randomly wonder what Iceland has contributed to modern society? Wonder no more, because there really isn't that much out there. Sorry, Icelanders. Although the beard cap, also known as lampshed hoods, are pretty cool. But Iceland also has
Chester Hjörtur Þórðarsson
is known for his work with the power transformer, most notably for the creation of the million-volt transformer for the 1904 World's Fair.
Snæbjörn Guðnason.
His work on nano ice may not seem as life-changing as Thordarson's transformer, but the potential is there. The concept of nano ice benefits fish packing, allowing fish to remain fresher for longer. It's estimated fishermen are able to use nano ice to keep their catch fresh for 19 days at sea. Number 8, Icelandic wildlife. With a name like Iceland, you may be expecting to see a bunch of penguins and polar bears, but the wildlife of Iceland is as diverse as any other country. From the fluffy and completely adorable Icelandic sheepdog to East Iceland's population of reindeer, the country is brimming with photogenic wildlife that will spur countless oohs and ahs. The coastal waters surrounding Iceland are also home to majestic creatures like blue whale and Arctic seal. Back on land, you'll likely catch a glimpse of the Arctic fox, American mink, Icelandic horse, and the densely populated Icelandic sheep. If you're a bird watcher, Iceland has some of the most unusual and beautiful species of birds in the world. Get your binoculars and camera ready and try and spot the barnacle goose, long-tailed duck, red-throated loon, horned grebe, and the great cormorant. Number 7, Icelandic cuisine. Chart a course through Iceland's history and you'll find that its proximity to the ocean has heavily influenced the country's cuisine. From waterfowl to
hákarl
or fermented shark meat, Icelandic cuisine comes heavily from the North Atlantic. But it's not all about seafood. Sometimes it's about
hrútspungar,
Svíó, a boiled sheephead complete with eyes. If your stomach is turning at the thought of these two unusual dishes, maybe you should go for something familiar like
ein með öllu,
otherwise known as the Icelandic hot dog. These lamb-based dogs are commonly topped with ketchup, sweet mustard, fried onions, and remoulade. All the fixings to put you in a food coma. If dessert is more your thing, you have to try Iceland's stapled
skyr,
a pasteurized skim milk cheese with a similar taste to yogurt. Number 6, Icelandic tourist attractions. Want to get to know Iceland more? What better way is there than to traverse its lands and get up close to some of its grandest sights? We're talking historical landmarks, like the Phallological Museum? Oh, okay, maybe not the finest claim to fame, but there is plenty more out there to see than a museum dedicated to male genitalia. Take, for instance, the beauty of the Blue Lagoon, Iceland's geothermal spa known for working miracles on the skin of its bathers. Lutheran travelers will take delight in the towering church,
Hallgrímskirkja,
while naturalists will revel in
Skaftafell National Park, Jökulsárlón,
Lagoon,
Goðafoss, Askja,
and the volcanic crater lake,
Kerið.
Number 5, the mountain and the 1,000-year-old record. To much of the entertainment-loving world, he's the mountain in HBO's Game of Thrones. But to Icelanders,
Hafþór Björnsson,
is the man that crushed the 1,000-year-old strongman world record held by
Orm Stórúlfsson.
On January 31st, 2015, during the world's strongest Viking competition,
Hafþór
carried a near 650-kilogram or 1,433-pound log measuring 10 meters or 33 feet long on his back for 5 impressive steps. The original record was achieved from the mast of the longship,
Ormurinn Langi,
which belonged to Norwegian king,
Ólafur Tryggvason,
was 3 steps, which ended with his back breaking. It's said that over 50 men were needed to place the mast, which bore the same dimensions as Hafþór's shoulders. Number 4, the Icelandic Elf School. North Americans have Bigfoot. The Scottish have Loch Ness. Iceland has elves. And to show just how passionate they are about these fascinating creatures, the capital city of Reykjavik is home to
Álfaskólinn,
the Icelandic Elf School. The school, while not actually a globally recognized place of learning, is where local students and tourists go to learn about the Icelandic folklore of elves. The Icelandic Elf School teaches about the 13 different types of elves, from the invisible
Huldufólk,
or hidden people to the 8-centimeter or 3-inch tall humanoids. Belief and protection of the elven species has even crept into political matters, as seen in the 2013 attempt at halting highway construction over an ancient lava field because it could endanger the elf population of the area. Number 3, the Midnight Sun. It sounds like quite the contradictory event, but in some parts of the world, such as Iceland, a midnight sun is a real thing. During the summer solstice, which starts around June 21st for Icelanders, it's possible for the sun to be visible for an entire 24-hour period, depending on where in the country you are. In the country's capital, Reykjavik, the sun sets around midnight and rises only 3 hours later, creating a perpetual series of daylight for approximately 3 months straight. The Earth's axial tilt of approximately 23 degrees and 27 minutes causes this phenomenon. And though 24 hours of daylight sounds maddening, locals and tourists just get all the more time to enjoy many of Iceland's finest facets. Number 2, a very merry Icelandic Christmas. Think Christmas is all about a fat jolly elf and gifts? Iceland's zany Yule lads have something to say about that. These 13 incredibly strange trolls, who include the likes of
Pottaskefill,
the pot scraper,
Bjúknakrækir,
the sausage swiper, and
Gluggagæir,
the window peeper, are actually just the tip of the Christmas iceberg when it comes to Iceland's holiday traditions. There's also Grýla. I did that one all by myself. The ogress mother of the Yule lads, who boils naughty children. The celebration of January 6th, or the 12th night and last day of Christmas. The consumption of putrefied skate on
Saint Þorlákur's Day,
on December 23rd to symbolize the end of the Christmas fast. And of course, there's Christmas Day itself, which is traditionally celebrated on December 24th at 6 o'clock in the evening. Number 1, Iceland versus the sex industry. Though it is a hefty industry across the globe and vast moneymaker, Iceland has taken up arms against pornography. While it may seem like an uphill battle, the country has already taken measures to push towards victory, starting with the closing of all strip clubs in 2010, leaving only 2 standing, though they are tamer gentlemen's clubs with go-go dancers. Prostitution has long been on the list, with fines and jail time introduced in 2009 for Johns caught with a prostitute. As for pornography, technically the distribution of print and video porn has been illegal since 1869, with legislation as late as 2013 being proposed to include online porn to that list. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure to visit and sign up with our friends at Geek Fuel by using our affiliate link found in the description section. For just $20 a month, you'll receive at least $50 worth of geeky stuff that you'll actually use. Each box comes with a t-shirt you'll actually want to wear and a free Steam game download, usually valued at $10 or more. Don't miss out on this monthly box that Stan Lee himself endorses. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep updated on more lists like these, box openings, and giveaways.